It's the final game of Week 5, and boy, is it a dandy. Welcome here to WUB Network, America's sports leader. The unbeaten Crossovers looking to get to 5-0, but they've got a tough test, the Ringers, ahead of them. The Ringers have knocked off unbeaten teams in their last 2 games, taking out the 2-0 Ballers in Week 3, and then taking out the Rebounders 21-13 last week. Crossovers coming off of a victory over the Rainmakers. Big matchup here. Ringers start with the ball, and we're underway in the final game of Week 5. Shane Ty with the ball. He's guarded by Chase Elliott. Shane Ty moves in, shot, he draws the contact and the foul, so he'll get to take it back. Here's Shane Ty with the ball. He dribbles to the right side. Shot blocked by Elliott. Leroy Tyler's got the ball, and he's going to make it, and it's 1-0 Crossovers. Ringers have had success against some of the best of the TMBL the last couple weeks, but the Crossovers seem to be the best of them all. Let's see what they can do. As here, nice movement, and Hayward finds Shane Ty to tie the game up at 1. Here's Leroy Tyler with it. He dribbles behind the back multiple times. There's Alan McCarthy out on the wing, the all-star. Back to Elliott, who thought about a 2-pointer, decides better of it. Guarded by Tyler Foley. That's quite the height mismatch. Much bigger team overall, the Crossovers, than the Ringers, which could hurt this Ringers team in an attempt for the win. Leroy Tyler back out to Elliott. Elliott inside. Tyler's shot is good off the glass, and it's 2-1. There's Shane Ty with the ball. Shane Ty dribbles left. Now trying to back in. Guarded by Chase Elliott. Pass inside. Hayward under the basket, and he draws some contact on Elliott. That's Elliott's second foul. Now here's Jeff Hayward with it. Hayward bounce pass inside Ty, backing in on Chase Elliott. Spin move. Flips behind him, Jeff Hayward. Out to Tyler Foley on the wing. Foley trying to get inside on Alan McCarthy. Makes a move. Spin move. Shot is good. Rattles home. And that ties the game up at 2. Ringers making the most of their opportunities so far. Chase Elliott in the corner. Runs up the baseline. Foley in his way. But he gets there to the basket. And the finger roll makes it. And it's 3-2 your score. Here's Shane Ty. He's got it to the right elbow. Backing in from the block, he finds over Elliott. Shot is good. Tie game again. It's 3-3. Now here's Leroy Tyler. He's got it at the free throw line. All 3 defenders within reach of him. Now he finds McCarthy with the stuff on Shane Ty. All-Star stuffs it on All-Star, and the Crossovers up 4-3. Back and forth, this game's gone in the early going. Here's Shane Ty, guarded by Elliott. Now Hayward on the right wing, tries to make a move to the inside. McCarthy in his way. He backs in, shot is no good. Rebound by Leroy Tyler. Now here's Alan McCarthy out on the wing. Crossover's not a big 2-point shooting team. Leroy Tyler has made a couple this season, but that's not part of their offense. That's more of something the Ringers would do. Chase Elliott making all kinds of moves on Foley, and he gets to the basket, and he has a left-handed slam. The 2 bigs, McCarthy and Elliott, have alternated one-handed slams, and it's 5-3. Shane Ty inside. Hayward! Great defensive effort from Chase Elliott. Next week, the Ringers will be facing off with the defense. Second time those 2 teams have squared off this season. And then the Crossovers will be at the Rebounders. Rebounders at 4-1 right now. Chase Elliott, nice pass out to Tyler. He was about to lose the ball. Tyler, great spin move. Gets a little room, finds McCarthy on the wing. McCarthy spin, fader. Too strong, rebound Jeff Hayward. Hayward comes out of that scrum with the ball. Inside it's Tyler Foley. Foley backs it on McCarthy. Now he backs away. Foley attacks, now goes back. Tyler Foley back to Hayward. Hayward blocked by Leroy Tyler. How about that? The little guy getting up and blocking the big guy. That was snazzy. So the Ringers will take over 5-3. They're trailing. Ringers at 2-2 right now, right in the midst of that playoff hunt. If you haven't seen any of our games recently, as that ball goes out of bounds, a lot of interesting results in Week 5. Three Musketeers stun the Rainmakers. So the Three Musketeers sit at 2-3, as do the Rainmakers. That one doesn't go, rebound tie, and that's viciously rejected by Chase Elliott and out of bounds. If the Ringers win, then they'll be holding the 4th seed in the postseason. However, if they lose, Rainmakers will hold it, and it'll be a 3-way tie numerically with the Three Musketeers and the Rainmakers behind the Ballers, who have now fallen to 3-2, just one game above that. And then the Crossovers and Rebounders. And actually, I just realized, since the Ringers beat the Ballers in Week 4, as Tyler can hit the long 2-pointer, rebound Foley, what would happen is that the Ringers would actually be the 3 seed right now, ahead of the Ballers, if they come out of here with a victory. And the Crossovers and Rebounders matchup next week would essentially decide who would have the #1 seed headed into the postseason, as that one was nice from Foley, and it's 5-4. Here's Leroy Tyler with it, guarded by Hayward, back out Alan McCarthy. So the TV schedule for week number 6, of course, Crossovers, Rebounders will be one that we watch, as will be the other full broadcast will be Three Musketeers Atomic Threes, with Rainmakers, Ballers, and Ringers defense both being highlights. Shane Ty, jumper from the right side, and he hits, and it's a tie game. 5-5. This one could go down to the wire. It should be very interesting to watch. It's been almost 2.5 minutes since the Crossovers last scored. McCarthy with it. Inside, it's Elliott. Elliott out McCarthy, back to Leroy Tyler. And after this game is the TMBL trade deadline, so if anyone decides to make a move, I don't know if we're going to see any, as we heard Fisher G say that he's staying with the Atomic Threes, as Leroy Tyler throws it down after the loose ball. Now it's Foley on the left side. Foley, off-balance pass, Ty, back to Foley, thinks about it from about 15, steps in, shot, hook shot doesn't go, rebound McCarthy. I don't think the Crossovers are splitting anything up. I mean, I could see the Ringers try to see if they could get a big man from somewhere. For maybe Tyler Foley. They'd have to investigate. Would the defense consider Drew Schulte? So they'd have to really think about things. So Shane Ty with it. Of course, we'll have all the trade deadline updates next week here on WUB Network. Shane Ty bounce passes Foley at the top of the key. Foley back to Jeff Hayward. Hayward to Foley. Still just a 6-5 ball game. Inside it's Hayward, stripped. Recovered by Leroy Tyler. He doesn't have to take it back. Thinks about the 12-foot jumper. Hayward, though, was in his way. And now they'll reset with McCarthy. Back to Chase Elliott. Elliott out to Tyler on the right side. Tyler back to Chase Elliott. Elliott, a couple nice spin moves inside, and he throws it down with the left hand. Chase Elliott, a couple ferocious dunks. Crossovers back up 2. But here come the Ringers, and Shane Ty's got it. Shane Ty, a couple big games in a row for this Ringers team. Ty gets to the basket, bounce pass out to Foley. Tyler Foley back, Ty from 15. Rattles out, rebound Leroy Tyler. Chase Elliott back to McCarthy. Now here's Chase Elliott with it to Tyler, who tries to back in on Jeff Hayward. Makes a spin move, a couple falling out of bounds. Oh, what a shot by Leroy Tyler. Crossovers are just too good for this league. But now Shane Ty with a nice fader, but that goes off the back iron. Ball stripped, from McCarthy. Foley comes up with it. Now here's Jeff Hayward, but he's going to get forced out of bounds. Crossovers take over. 8-5 your score right now. First team to 21 wins. Here's Chase Elliott to the basket. Lay-in is good over Shane Ty. 9-5. Crossovers trying to stretch it out here against the Ringers. Ringers started 0-2 with some tough losses to start the season to the defense and the Rainmakers. And they have recovered. And this team is in a perfect spot as Hayward finishes, because their last 3 games of the season are against the easiest teams. The defense, 3 Musketeers, and then they face the Atomic Threes week 8 as Chase Elliott hits the runner and makes it 10-6. They're in a good spot headed into the final stages of the season. Now here's Jeff Hayward. Back Shane Ty. Ty inside. Hayward gets it to go. Here's Leroy. Leroy out to Elliott on the wing. Considered a 2-pointer. Decided better of it. Tyler to the basket. Back to McCarthy. Out to Leroy. Tyler, what a move! And he jams it down! Foley fouled him too. I mean, the fouls are seemingly meaningless here in the TMBL. But if you get 6 of them, you're out of the game and the team plays shorthanded. Jeff Hayward can't get that one to go. Chase Elliott getting aggressive. Elliott does already have 2 fouls, so he can't play too tough. Most we've seen from a player, we saw Big Fella get 4 in a game, in an extra time game. As Elliott hits the fader off the glass, Crossovers now up by 5. And getting contributions from all 3 players, one of their assets this season, which have fueled them to the unbeaten start. Hayward long jumper, that's a splash. Jeff Hayward hitting it from near the perimeter. And it's 12-8. Here's Leroy. Leroy shot off the glass is good. Hayward with some great defense, but it just wasn't good enough. Here's Shane Ty to Hayward. Jeff Hayward is double teamed. Almost loses the ball. Behind the back to Ty. Ty free throw line blocked by Elliott. Elliott to the basket. 2-handed slam. And it's 14-8. Hot game from Elliott. 7 points. 7 of 7 from the field. As a team, the Crossovers so far are 14 for 17 from the field. While as a team for the Ringers, it's been a struggle, just 8 for 21. Chase Elliott would need a lot more, though, to challenge for the Player of the Week this week, as hitting that one from the corner of Shane Ty. He's now got 4. After what Sam Robinson did in the first game of Week 5 for the Rebounders with 16 points and 13 boards. McCarthy makes it. So 15-9. And now the Crossovers are 6 points from a victory. Long shot from Foley doesn't go. Rebound Leroy Tyler. Now here's Alan McCarthy. McCarthy back Chase Elliott. Both of these teams will be in the Eastern Division for season number 2, as that's a foul on Shane Ty, his 2nd. He's got 2 fouls, as does Chase Elliott. Here's Chase Elliott now. Back to Leroy Tyler. Tyler spins inside. McCarthy hits. Crossovers up 16-9. Well, the Ringers had the great stretch, taking out a couple of unbeatens in a row. But this really proves how good of a team the Crossovers are. But the Ringers, it's not going to hurt them too bad. They're going to be in a 3-way tie for the 4th playoff spot now, with the Rainmakers and 3 Musketeers, with the defense and Atomic Threes both a game back. Ballers 1 ahead, Rebounders 2, and Crossovers 3. That one stripped Tyler. Shot is good. And now the Crossovers really starting to blow it open. It's 17-9. And now a 9-1 run. As Shane Ty under the basket can't hit. Rebound Ty. Elliott out to McCarthy. To Tyler on the left side. He's going to get forced out of bounds, though, by Shane Ty, and the Ringers do take over. Shane Ty, spin. Guarded by Tyler, out to Foley. Foley's taking a couple from way outside. Foley stripped. Hayward comes up with it. Off balance shot, no good. Second chance is a great rebound. Hayward takes a tumble, but he can't hit. Hayward not happy that there was no foul called. There's Leroy. Inside McCarthy. McCarthy shot is good. Now just 3 points away. It's 18-9. Shane Ty. Behind him it's Hayward. Hayward out to Foley. Foley shot stuffed. McCarthy comes up with it. That's good. 19-9. Now it's a double figures lead for the Crossovers. Shane Ty to the basket. Out to Foley. Foley back Ty. Ty in the corner. Runs the baseline. Bounce pass to Foley at the 2-point line. We've only seen one 2-pointer taken in the game. Leroy Tyler attempted that as a swat by McCarthy. Elliott lays it in off the glass, and the Crossovers are 1 point away from 5-0 with just 3 more games left on schedule. Here's Shane Ty. Ty, shot, free throw line, nails it. Shane Ty, even with his team struggling, still fueling these Ringers. He is really slowly coming out as one of the best players in the league. But Leroy Tyler looking to finish it off. Shot from 10. Soft one is good. Crossovers are 5-0 and win it 21-10. Shane Ty now a little sad. Ringers had won 2 in a row, but they'll fall to 2 and 3, creating a 3-way tie for the last playoff spot with just 3 games left in the season. And as for the Crossovers, they have now officially clinched the postseason with the victory. Almost a triple-double from Leroy Tyler. 8 points, 9 boards, 7 assists, and as a team, 21 for 24 from the field were these Crossovers. My goodness. Shane Ty, a solid game, but not great. Everyone struggled shooting for the Ringers. But we got a big matchup coming up over the next couple weeks. In week number 6, we'll have highlights of Ballers Rainmakers and Ringers defense, and then full broadcasts of the Atomic Threes and Three Musketeers, and then the game of the week, week 6, to wrap it up. The now unbeaten Crossovers against the 4-1 Rebounders. We hope you enjoyed this presentation of the TMBL here on WUB Network. Remember to check it out. Remember to subscribe. For everyone here on WUB Network, I'm Eddie Kalegi. We'll see you next time.